Hello and welcome to the Blossoming Soul Tarot. I am very excited for today's video. It is a very special one. As you know, Valentine's Day is right around the corner and I really wanted to do a video that would rise up to that occasion. So for today's reading, what I have for you are love messages. Love messages that were meant to find you right now, love messages that you need to hear right now, basically. As usual, I have 3 cards right here for you to choose from. They were randomly selected, and whatever information they have, it is going to be the base for your reading. So now you just have to choose between group number 1, 2, or 3. The timestamps are down below in the description as usual. And make sure you pause the video if you need more time to choose from these 3 groups. If you've been watching my videos, you may be noticing a slight difference. I usually have cards that look exactly the same because I like you to tap into your intuition and just choose the card based on your intuition and not based on something else. But I chose this deck, the Lover's Oracle deck, to start today's reading. And these cards have something different, which is every single one of them has a different drawing on their backs. So that is why they're all different this time. Just to give you the usual disclaimer, this whole reading may not resonate to all of you. As you know, this is a general reading. It is meant for a broad audience. So just take what resonates, because I am 100% sure that in one of these groups there are messages that were 100% meant to find you. And yeah, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and have fun with this reading. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if the reading was helpful to you in any way, and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and to give me your support, because I would be really grateful and thankful for that. So yeah, now without further ado, let's hop on to the video. Hi, group number 1, and welcome to your reading. Let's see what love messages you have for you. This is going to be the first one. So, surrender. At times, we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Okay, this is a very powerful message just to start off the reading. I think this could mean various things. It could have different meanings for all of you, but I think that this message is so powerful that every single one of you is going to feel something very strong when they see this message, because I would say that for some of you this could be about you really feeling the need and the urge to find someone over the next few months. But the thing is, you have not surrendered yet the old things that happen in your love life. That could be a person, that could be a specific situation, or a trauma that you suffered during a relationship. And I feel like you are trying to go over some important steps. This means that instead of you healing first from what happened before, you are trying to rush things. And I feel like you have been struggling for a while with this, with feeling at ease in a relationship, feeling safe, and that is because you did not let go of the things that happened in the past. This is a message that I'm hearing right now. I think that many of you have been in a situation in which you could be or not in a relationship, but there is something that happened in the past in one of your relationships that is still affecting you, that is still stopping you to live your current relationship to the fullest, or even to find someone. So I really think that one of the main messages for this reading is going to be about healing, about solving past issues in order for you to move forward. So let's grab the Lover's Oracle to see what other messages the universe has for you. Love messages, group number 1. Okay. So let me put them here. So we have, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. To be honest, I am receiving a very interesting message regarding this card. I feel like for most of you, this message is not from someone else, is not from the universe. I think it is from your subconscious, letting you know that you have to love yourself first. That your love for yourself has to be limitless. And that you, first of all, have to learn how to love yourself and heal all the wounds that were left from previous relationship traumas. Because only then, again, you will be able to let something new and amazing enter your life. You also have time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. Once again, I think this is a reinforcement of the first message that came up, which is you are trying to go over some steps in your path, in your journey of healing from a previous relationship or a previous trauma. If you are in a relationship currently, this can mean that some traumas from the past are hurting your relationship, and that you should pay attention to that and try to heal those traumas and try to solve those things before it really starts affecting your relationship, or before it affects more. I don't think this is about your current relationship. I just think that even though there are some things that could be upsetting you in your current relationship, I think this is mostly about something that happened in the past that is affecting your present moment. So the general advice from the universe, and that I will pass it on to you, is again to surrender the old before something new can enter your life. Let go of all of those bad things. Heal yourself, do that work. I know this is easier said than done, but this is the advice that I have for you. And take your time. Don't try to rush things, because when you rush things, you end up jumping some important steps in your journey. So just give time to whatever you're going through regarding this whole situation, and I am 100% sure that you are going to be just fine. So I'm very curious to see what tarot has in terms of messages for us, because I think that there could be some cards that are going to reinforce these messages right here, because they are so strong that I feel like, of course, that there could be more messages coming up. Of course, we have the tarot deck still and another 2 decks right here, but I really feel like these messages are really going to be reinforced. Let's see. Group number 1, love messages. Okay, so let's see. All right. So we have the Ace of Swords. Let me put it this way. The Ace of Swords, the Page of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and finally the Nine of Swords. Okay, so I really do have some confirmation from the universe about some of the things that I was just saying before. We started off here with surrender, and in the tarot we have the Ace of Swords coming up first. The Ace of Swords, actually the aces in general, are all about new beginnings and starting things fresh. And it is very interesting that next to it you have the Page of Wands, which is also about doing new things, starting new things. So I think this is a very interesting set of cards. I will go to the other two in a bit. But let me start here with the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is about a new beginning, but it's mostly about you clearing up your mind and starting fresh, having clear thoughts. Because the suit of swords is more about the mind and more about communication. So I do really think that this has to deal with you releasing some traumas, something that you still have in your mind that is keeping you from starting fresh. And I really think that once you do that, once you focus on surrendering those traumas that you have, surrendering those situations that you've been through. I mean, for some of you, this could be just you starting a journal or meditation, some things to help you reflect and realize that the past is behind. There is nothing you can do to change it. So it's better to just release it and enjoy the present moment and what it has to give, and not let it be affected by your past situations. For others of you, this could be talking about deeper traumas and more difficult things. And let me make this clear. I am no doctor, I am no therapist or a psychologist, but I do think that if you have very difficult traumas regarding something that happened to you and that is affecting your daily lives, then the best thing that you can do is to search for help, whatever that is. Because sometimes just talking to a professional every week, every 2 weeks, it really helps you. So this is just an advice. It's just it's something, I know it's something very personal, and I don't really like going this way, but I do feel like you have a few cards right here that could be related to anxiety issues caused by traumas that you've been things that you've been through, really. And I think that for some of you that could be a bit deeper. That could be a bit more difficult to solve without professional help. So if you can, and if you have the chance, and if you feel like that's something you've been wanting to do, then I guess this is the sign from the universe to you saying that this is the right time for you to work on yourself, and to try to solve those issues. But never forget that that is something that always takes time, just like you have right here. Don't try to rush it, because I am 100% sure that if you commit to it, you are going to solve all those issues. Then you also have here the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is also about new beginnings. It's about the Wand suit is about creativity. It's about taking action. So I really feel like you are going to be taking action soon regarding these issues. Let me just say something. I know that this is a reading that is supposed to give you love messages, but these are the messages that I think the universe really wants you to hear right now. I think it is all regarding your love life, or at least something that is affecting your love life. So I really think that you need to surrender to those old things in order for you to start something from scratch. Something that is going to be beautiful, because you have the Ten of Cups right here. And the attitude of the Page of Wands, which is very creative, very forward thinking. It's such a beautiful and such a beautiful energy. And going towards the Ten of Cups, I feel like this can only be good, because the Ten of Cups is one of the happiest and most beautiful cards of the whole tarot deck. It is about family, it is about friends, it's about love, it's about community, it's about soulmates. So you might be going on your way to meeting your soulmate, but this whole situation is keeping you from being open to that situation. So I really think that once you solve this issue, your heart is going to open and expand in order to receive the love that is waiting for you here on this 10 of Cups. But as you can see here, there is an order. So I really believe that you first have to go through this situation and solve this situation. And I think that this is what the universe is promising you after that. You do have the Nine of Swords right here, but I don't think that that card is in order. It's just here because it's related to the fact that you have to give it time, just like I said before, because the Nine of Swords is about anxiety, it's about negative thoughts, intrusive thoughts that are kind of leading you to closing yourself, leading you to worry and fear. And I think that the universe is telling you that it's time for you to focus on the good things that are happening in your life and work with that, as well as solving any issues that you still have on your mind regarding your past. Because I think that if you don't solve this, you are going to be consumed by worry and fear, and nobody wants that, because you have the 10 of Cups right here. So I do see that there is a lot of good things coming your way. You just have to release these ghosts that you have, clear your mind so you can start fresh, because there is something amazing waiting for you. I think this has been a beautiful reading so far, group number 1. It's about releasing all bad things and just embracing the love that is coming your way. Now I'm going to shuffle this oracle deck right here. Choose the wisdom of the oracle. Okay, we have 2 cards. We have Unfinished Symphony. Well, that makes a lot of sense. And you have Poised. Okay, so I guess that this Unfinished Symphony is kind of self-explanatory, or if it isn't, I guess that you can start to figure out what it is about, because an unfinished symphony is a situation that is not over and that it should be over. I think that this is about the surrendering thing that we've been mentioning since the beginning. It's about you having to close this chapter of your life in order to move forward. It's about lacking closure. I feel like some of you are still thinking about the past, are still living in the past, and that is not good. That is something that you need to release. The past is behind you. The future is ahead of you, and the present is all you've got right now. So you should focus on the present. Focus on the good things that you have and releasing the other things. I think this is releasing. This is a word that is coming to me so much. I think releasing is the word for you. It's the word for group 1. I feel like you are having trouble moving on. Some of you maybe ended a relationship recently, or even if it was if it wasn't recently, it is still affecting you in some way. I know that it is difficult, that things sometimes are left unsaid. You didn't get closure, or at least you didn't get as much closure as you needed. But I think that it is important for you to find closure for yourself. Sometimes you think that you need the other person for closure, but you don't. You only need yourself, because you think that what the other person is going to tell you is going to help, but sometimes it's not going to help, and many times it's not going to help. Try to find peace of mind. That's my main advice, group number 1. And now let's move to this card right here, Poised. I think it's very interesting that the first card that you get from this deck is about something that needs closure, and the next one is about being ready to move forward and bringing something to light, being at your best, feeling confident. I think that is an amazing message, and that really goes along with the Page of Wands energy. When you're confident and happy, just like the girl in the image, you feel like you are living your best life. You feel like you are actually living. And you open your heart and open yourself to intimate relationships and deeper relationships. And I think that's your issue. That's the main issue for most of you. There is a part of you, a part of your heart that closed because of this situation. But I feel like it is about to open. It is, because you have the Page of Wands, you have the Ten of Cups, you have the Poised card. So I see that you are going to be at a beautiful place sooner rather than later, group number 1. And I couldn't be happier for you guys. And now, lastly, we have the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. I use this one quite a lot here on the channel because I think the messages are just beautiful, and I really like closing up readings with this deck. Let me know in the comments down below if you also are a fan of this deck's messages. And also maybe let me know if you want me to start giving you the links for the oracle decks and tarot decks that I use, because I don't know, some of you might be interested in reading tarot or starting to read oracle cards, even for yourself. So let me know in the comments down below. Okay, there, the cards fell down, but I just got them back. We have Embrace Your Emotions, and we have Spend Quality Time Together. So, embrace your emotions, allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. This is such an amazing message to finish the reading. For you to solve an issue that you have, you need to accept it. You need to accept what happened. You need to accept that it was an experience, and life is all about experiences and learning from them. And look at the things that happen as a lesson, as a learning process. You've been through something, now you know what you shouldn't do, or now you learned something. I mean, it is very important to look at issues as lessons, because that way you can see it as something that you can solve and keep a lesson, which is true. So embrace your emotions, allow your feelings to surface, and be accepted. That is one of the messages that the universe has for you. The second one here on this deck is spend quality time together, listen and talk to each other. So for those of you that are in a relationship, I think this is a specific message for those of you. You might be having trouble being vulnerable with the person that you're with because of something that happened to you in the past. You are having trouble communicating with them and letting them know what you need. And I think that this is a message from the universe for those of you who feel like you have trouble communicating in your relationship. So yeah, I think that I am going to end the reading right now. This was a very powerful reading. I felt it, and I've done it just like it was, as it was meant to be for me. It was a very, very powerful and strong reading. But yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed. Don't forget to like the video if the reading was helpful, if it resonated. Also let me know in the comments down below what resonated, what you liked about the reading. So yeah, thank you for being with me today. I hope to see you on the next video. Bye. Hi, group number 2, and welcome to your reading. So let's see what is the first message, the first love message that the universe has for you. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. Well, I think that this card has a lot of messages here that could be, some of you feel like all these messages resonate. And others of you, I think that there are so many messages within one card that you might only feel the connection to one or two of them. But let me start by saying that one of the messages here is that some of you are afraid or have trouble being vulnerable with other people and being intimate with other people. I know that this is a love reading, but I feel like this could be general. This could be within family, within your friends. So I feel like some of you really have trouble being vulnerable, and that the fact that you have that problem, and the fact that you have that issue, that could give you a hard time on your relationships. Another message that I see here is that some of you that are in a relationship have a lot of trouble separating things, so giving your person their space and having your own space. Sometimes you can even not have trouble giving your person space, but sometimes you might have trouble giving yourself the space. Sometimes you don't understand that you also need to have a life of your own. Your life continues, and if you break up with that person, or if something happens, I don't know, your life continues. Your life continues. So you really have to be aware, and I think that this is a message from the universe directly for some of you. You have to be aware that you are an individual before you are in a relationship, and you cannot lose that individual, and you cannot lose yourself in a relationship. You are supposed to complete each other, not to block each other. I think that you will have a healthier and happier relationship if you just allow things to flow more. I think that many of you might have this issue about letting things flow. You're maybe very obsessed with controlling the situation. Doesn't mean that you are a controlling person, but it could be that you like to be in control of things. You like to know what's gonna happen. You like to be certain, and sometimes that just gives you anxiety. It gives you the sense that you are not controlling anything, and that you are going to lose control at any time, and something bad is gonna happen. And I think this is just the universe letting you know that you have to allow things to unfold and let things flow and happen. I think you will be a lot happier if you do that. Let me grab this oracle deck that I'm using, a Lover's Oracle, and see what other messages we can get. Okay, we have one right here. Messages group number 2. here. Okay, so you have, when it comes to the matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of you were air signs, because this card gives me the same feeling that the first one did, which is that you always feel like you need to be right. Or no, it's not like you need to be right over other people. It's you having to be certain of something. You have to make 100% sure of something before you make a choice, before you do something, before you commit. And I think that the universe is sending you a message regarding that, because you might be not living as much or to the fullest because of that, because you are too stuck with right or wrong choices, and every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love, just like it says here, because sometimes you have to make a choice without having 100% certainty. You have to make a choice without being 100% sure, and that is fine. Sometimes you just have to make the choice based on your beliefs, on your core values, and people sometimes forget about that. I forget about that. That you need to look at things in a more relaxed way, let's say. I think that many of you are very tight, very rigid, in a sense. But I think that you are like that mostly to yourselves. And I guess that's the issue. And that's what the universe is trying to tell you right here. And then you also have manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Wow, okay, that's a powerful message, and I believe that anyone would like to hear that. So I'm really happy that you got this card, my lovely group number 2. So if there is something regarding love that you've been dreaming about, it might be coming to reality very soon, or at least sooner than you think. And whenever the time comes around, the universe is asking you to trust your heart, to trust whatever. It's not to trust reason, you should trust your heart and follow its guidance. You don't have to be 100% sure of everything. You don't have to be controlling everything and being 100% sure of everything. If you stop controlling your life, you will start receiving these miracles and manifesting these miracles, because when you are not controlling everything, you open yourself up to new things, to wonderful things that will surprise you. And I really think that the universe wants you to know that for you to start manifesting these miracles that are coming your way, you should definitely trust yourself, trust your heart, and follow its voice. And listen to it. So now let me grab my tarot deck to see what other messages we have. Group number 2, love messages. This one was falling off. Let me try to get another one. Oh, it's this one, definitely. Alright, so we have the Queen of Cups, the 7 of Wands, the 6 of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. Alright, so you have a bit of everything. You have Cups, Wands, Swords, and Pentacles. it's also very interesting that you have a queen and a king on each end of the reading. But let me start here with the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, it's someone who is in control of their emotions. And I think that this kind of control is totally different than the one that we were talking about. This is a positive control. It's about you controlling your emotional responses. It's about you not getting, it's not getting too emotional, but not letting your emotions affect you or affect your life or affect what you do to a point in which you are not happy anymore. And I think that this is an advice that the universe is giving you, which is that you are able to do this. You are able to become this person, and if you want, you will become this person. The Queen of Cups represents someone that is extremely intuitive, which is interesting because the universe is asking you to follow your heart and trust it. This is what the Queen of Cups does. She's very tuned into her emotional intelligence, and that is why she's so good at controlling her emotions. She's full of love and compassion. She's a very sensitive person, and she's all about leading with your heart. So I really think that one of the main love messages that the universe is sending you is about trusting your heart and following your heart and not being so focused on what's right and what's wrong. Of course, sometimes things are actually right or actually wrong, but the universe is asking you here to trust it, to trust your heart and to follow it. Then we have the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is about embracing whatever is happening. This is a very interesting card for you to have here, having in mind the things that we discussed before, because it is about feeling vulnerable and continuing to share your ideas. As you can see, the person that is here on the image is very relaxed and very tuned into themselves. And I think that these two ladies here have a very similar expression, a very calm, intuitive, tapped into their emotional intelligence, their hearts. And I really think that the universe is asking you to do this. So I do really think that these two cards are here for the same reason, and this card is really asking me to focus on this card. If you look closely, these two ladies have a very similar facial expression, and this one is very inspired by this one right here. She is in control of her emotions, she's following her heart, and I think that once you can achieve that, you will be in a much better mental space. Then we also have here the Six of Swords, which was, when I looked at all the four cards, it was the one that really called my attention. This is a card about transitions, about moving beyond your past and really evolving as a person. I think this is a very spiritual reading, let's say, because I think that it is all about you tapping into your intuition, following your heart, and really evolving and becoming a better person. Because if you become that better person, you will start manifesting these amazing things. And I think that what the universe is telling you is that once you try to be more like this and do that transition and start that journey of growing, of evolving, you will become a much better person. You will become more similar to this King of Pentacles, which is what I feel that you need. This is what the universe is telling me, is that you have the need to be more in control of your emotions. I feel like you are not a very patient person. and that is mostly because you feel the need to control things in general. And I really think that this King of Pentacles right here represents the person that you will become after this transition period that you're gonna have in your life. And all this is going to help you improve your love life. I think that once you let go of your controlling nature, you will start opening yourself and opening your heart really to new things. And I think that that's the best that can happen to you. I think that this Six of Swords is here to tell you that you are going to go through this transition, and that this transition is going, and this journey is going to take you to a much better place, to a place of peace and calmness, prosperity and success in all of your relationships, because you will be more confident in yourself. You will be more you will feel more safe, and you will feel that you achieved your goals, and that you had a lot of, and went through this transition, which led you to a lot of personal growth. So I know that these cards may be a little confusing, but I will sum it up for you. I think that the main things that the universe wants you to know is that you have to follow your heart, be more tapped into your intuition, and really letting go of all those chains of controlling everything around you and the outcomes of all the situations, and letting things flow. And I think that once you go through that transition and go through that journey of learning how to let things flow a little bit more, you will be able to be at peace with yourself, and that will help you achieve these miracles and your dreams. Because if you trust your heart and continue to follow it, I think your love life will improve a lot. Now let me grab the Wisdom of the Oracle deck to see what other messages the universe has for you. Okay, that was quick. So we have Blessed, and we have Building Blocks. So I think that you having here this Blessed card is very interesting, because as you can see, you already have 3 women right here that are really focusing on themselves, looking within themselves and following their heart. And what results from this is that you are going to feel very blessed that you are going through this transition and this journey, this personal journey, and you are becoming a better person. I feel like this card is also predicting this miracles that are going to start manifesting once you reach this state. Some things that are really kind of unexpected, or even if you've been thinking about them, you didn't really think that they were actually going to happen for you. And I think that if you trust the universe, if you trust the process, follow your heart and let things flow a little bit more, you are going to feel a lot more blessed and grateful, and a better person in general. It's not like you're not a good person now. It's just that I'm 100% sure that you feel like there are some things in your life, some things that you do, some behaviors that you have that are not helping you. And I think that you are really going to go through a period of growth, personal growth, that is really going to lead you to beautiful things in love. And I think that this is an amazing thing to know, group number 2. I think that you are moving towards a deepening of intimacy, because once you let things flow, you can be way more vulnerable, and you can really give yourself to others in a much open way, and you will be able to make stronger and more meaningful connections. And I think that once you find your person, because I feel like some of you really want to find that person, or even if you are already in a relationship, I really feel like your relationship is going to improve a lot once you go through this personal growth journey. Because with this new development, you will see evidence that if you work and if you look within yourself and try to improve the things that you don't think that are helping you or that are working on your favor, you will feel a lot more blessed. Then you also have here building blocks, which is about foundations. It's about a strong foundation and a work in progress, which fits 100% here, because I think that you are going through a process, going through a transformation, through a transition period. You are becoming a better person, and now is the time for you to build that foundation, to build that good foundation for you to then be able to use it. When you get this card, you know that you are attracting new relationships into your life. You are building the foundation for you to find that perfect person. And if you already are in a relationship, this is showing that you are building a strong foundation on that relationship. And by building that foundation in honesty, in clear communication, in being genuine, and really wanting to know each other, I think that you are really moving towards a relationship that is very strong and very beautiful. So, I mean, group number 2, whether you are in a relationship or not, I think that everything is just gonna be really great. And it's not like, I don't see that feeling of a lot of passion and unicorns and whatever, but I feel something strong, something meaningful, something that really comes from the heart, which makes a lot of sense. You having these 2 cards and this one really talking about listening to your heart and deciding things with your heart. I think this is such a confusing but beautiful and strong and meaningful reading at the same time. I don't know if you feel the same. Let me know in the comments down below. I am really sorry if it was a bit hectic and confusing, but I was receiving so many messages. I mean, this never really happened to me this much. It was like I looked at the cards and I was receiving so many messages, and I was like, oh my god, the universe really wants group to know of all these things. So I am sorry if I wasn't able to be very clear about everything, but I am trying to sum it up for you. So I really hope that you got some of the messages here and that they were helpful, because I really think that they are very, very important. Now to finish up the reading, I have the Whispers of the Love Oracle. Let me see what other messages the universe has for you. Book number 2. Love messages. Okay, we have some cards right here. Let me see. 2 cards. Focus on love. Wow. Practice compassion. Again, 2 things that we've mentioned before. So I really believe that the universe really wants me to end on this note and on these 2 points right here. First one, focus on love, look for the good in everyone. And first of all, I will add that focus on the good things, focus on the positives. Don't focus so much on the negatives, and don't try to control every single thing. Focus on love, focus on finding the love for yourself, and practice compassion. See things from a fresh perspective, which I think this transition period will do for you. So this reading was definitely all about love, but in a bit of a different sense, a bit of a different way than what I was expecting. But I think this is a very, very important reading for you to understand and analyze. So if it was confusing, maybe go back to the beginning and watch it all over again and take notes of every single thing I say. And then try to use all those pieces and bring them together in a puzzle so you can have everything written down and everything more clear. Because when I am doing these readings, sometimes I have like a flow of information from the universe, and sometimes I have like this flow of information that I really have to organize in my mind. But I hope that this was helpful for you. I really hope that some of the things that I said here resonated. Don't forget to like the video if it was useful in any way. Leave a comment down below letting me know what resonated, what you liked about the reading. Again, I am so sorry if it was confusing at some point. I also had to, this is more a technical issue, but I also had to stop the video several times because the SD card on my camera was going crazy. So I am so sorry if this was a bit confusing, but I didn't really want it to start all over again because I was afraid that I was gonna miss something, and I really wanted to give you all the information that I could. So I hope that I did. I hope that you enjoyed, and thank you so much for being here with me and following my progress here on YouTube. I hope you keep doing it, and I hope I can see you on the next video. Bye. Hi group number 3, and welcome to your reading. Let's see what is the first love message that the universe has for you. Romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. Wow, group number 3. You really started strong right here. So I think that this card is very self-explanatory. I'm sorry. I think that the universe is letting you know that someone is coming into your life. I don't know if it's going to happen very soon. I hope that I can give you that information with the next cards that we'll try to get. But one thing is for sure, something is interested in you, or you are going to be interested in someone. You maybe are going to end up together, I don't know, but for now what I know is that romance is coming your way. Someone is coming your way. I'm not gonna go much more into this because I think that there's not much more that I can guess from this card. What I can say is that if you are already in a relationship, I think that things are gonna get pretty romantic. Things are gonna get very sentimental in a sense. I don't know if this is because Valentine's Day is right around the corner, but I really see romance coming your way. Now I'm gonna grab the Lover's Oracle deck, the one that I am using already right here, to see what other messages we can get from this deck. Wow. I'm gonna take these two right here. Okay. You also have passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at the present. Enjoy it. And you also have, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Alright, group number 3. From all the 3 groups, so far you are the most romantic one, the most passionate one. So I really think that you are yet to feel a lot. You are going to feel a lot of romance and a lot of passion in your life. I don't know if you are already in a relationship or not, but if you are, I feel like that relationship is going to spark. is going to improve a lot in romance and passion. I think that you are going to feel a lot more connected, a lot more alive, and the universe is telling you to enjoy it. So enjoy that moment that you're going through, because it is very amazing, and I'm very happy for you, group number 3. You are either going through this right now or about to go through this, but if you're about to go through this, then I bet you are already very excited. If you are going through this right now, the universe is just telling you to enjoy it, not overthink it, and just enjoy it. It also says here, again, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. So I really think that there is someone, and this is for maybe for those of you who are not in a relationship, maybe there is someone that is interested in you, but they maybe not be close. They maybe are not, they live in a different city or in a different country, and they really want you to feel that love and that connection. So they might possibly do something to make you happy, or maybe this is just the universe letting you know that it's not just because you're not close, or that you are not on the same city and don't see each other very often, that that person doesn't love you as much, because they really do. And for those of you who are not in a relationship, I think that you're either going to be in one very soon, or the universe is letting you know that there is someone that really loves you and is really interested in you, but they're either afraid to tell you, or they did but you're just not seeing it yet. So you're just not seeing that actually happening yet. So I'm gonna grab the tarot deck just to see what other informations we can get. I'm really sorry I had to stop the video, and now that I came back, there is light coming inside, so the lighting might be a little weird, but I guess I can still work with that. Let's get onto our tarot cards, the ones that jumped out of the deck. So first of all, we have the Chariot, then the Page of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. All right, so let me look at the cards for a second. So let me start here with the Chariot. The Chariot usually has a very strong energy, a movement. It always has that movement feeling when you look at the Chariot card, especially this one, because the person that's here is moving forward at full speed. So this is about taking action. It's about confidence, willpower, getting control of a certain situation. So I definitely feel that in terms of romance in your life, which is what we are talking about, because we had a romance card and a passion card, I think that you are going towards all this that's under here. And the Chariot really tells me that you are definitely going to succeed. You are going to be happy. Actually, there is no more negative card here. So I definitely feel that this is a very, very positive message. The message of moving forward, of determination, taking action, and going full speed. I think that it's going to be a very intense couple of months. And I think that you will have the power to take control over the different situations that are going to happen. The Chariot is usually about opposing forces as well, or opposing energies, and that's what the two horses right here symbolize. It's one black horse and one white horse. They symbolize two different energies, and I think that this could be a mix of your very romantic and passionate energy, and then you might have another one that is like the shadow. Let's say there's almost like a little voice in your head saying like, this can't be real, this is too good to be true. And sometimes we get those intrusive thoughts, and we just have to learn how to send them away, and how to come to the conclusion that they're only thoughts. We only give them the importance that we want to give them. They are not all important just because we think of them. And I really think that with the Chariot, you are going to have the strength and the willpower to control all those thoughts. This card can sometimes also mean being at a crossroads, but I honestly don't think that that's the case here. But in case that you are at a crossroads, also have in mind that you already have all the answers. You have the power to make that decision. But again, I don't think that that's the case for most of you. We also have here the Page of Cups, which is a very fun card. You have a little piggy right here. It's such a fun card. It's a very dreamy and creative energy. So I really think that, I mean, this is a sentence that is coming to my mind. It's a message that is coming to me. I have to say it. You are going to fall in love. Group number 3. I don't know if you're going to fall in love for yourself, for someone else. Maybe you are going to meet someone very soon that really makes you feel over the moon and on the clouds. And I mean, it's just a joyful, romantic, and dreamy energy. That is the best way that I can explain it to you. So yeah, if you're not in a relationship, I think that that's probably the case for many of you. And if you are in a relationship, I think that this is more about you having more fun in that relationship, and opening your heart to being more naive, let's say, and doing new things in your relationship. It's almost like a childlike enthusiasm. So I really think that you are going to have this feeling if you are already in a relationship. I think that you're going to feel like new things are happening, and the passion is coming up, and there is a new spark. I don't know, but I'm getting such a beautiful and fun energy from group 3. I'm really excited for you guys. I'm trying not to be too distracted on this great energy that I'm feeling right now, but let's move on to the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is also a very positive and powerful and beautiful card. It's a card about success, and more than success, accomplishment, and people being inspired by you, recognizing your efforts. So I really think that you are going to accomplish something in your love life. You are going to feel successful in your love life. You are finally going to feel like you are being seen, and that your partner or the person that you're interested in is finally paying you attention or giving you the attention that you deserve. And I really think that you are going to be very optimistic, which is a very good feeling. So I'm really glad that I can give you this message. Then we also have here the Four of Pentacles, which is a card that I have mixed feelings about this card. It's a card that's usually about stability, and I think that for you here, or for most of you here, group number 3, it is about stability. It is about you finding first this romance and having all this excitement, but I think that after it, it's not going to, that feeling, it's not going to die. It's going to turn into something beautiful, calm, stable, and very, very successful. You are going to be, I think that this is a very grateful time for you, group number 3. And I think that I have said this, I gave this advice in one of my first videos. Maybe this is the time for you to start a gratitude journal, because you will feel the need and the urge to thank. Even if you're not religious or a very spiritual person, you don't need to thank to a specific entity. You can thank to the universe. You can thank to the world. You can thank nature. So maybe start a gratitude list, and every single day at night, write 3 things that you feel grateful for. And by the way, if you were watching the video and chose the group in which I said this as well, then take this as a reminder that you should definitely do this. It doesn't hurt anyone, and it makes you more aware of the good things that happen to you, because sometimes we focus so much on the little negative details and we don't give as much importance to the little beautiful things that happen. And I think that's what you need to do, group number 3. And with such happiness and optimism and success, I think it's a very good time for you to also start this gratitude list or gratitude journal, because later on when you feel down or you feel disappointed or sad, you can grab that list and look and think, wow, I have so many things to be grateful for. So I think that this could really be a good idea for you. I also think that for some of you, this card can have a little bit different, can have a little bit of a different meaning besides stability. I think that it could be about you feeling more attached to the person that you are with and more connected, because again, for some of you who are not in a stable relationship or not in a relationship, I think you are going to find that stability somehow. But for those of you who are in that relationship, I think that you are going to feel more grateful for it. You're going to be more willing to help your person in all things. You're going to feel more generous and more accepting. And that is definitely going to make everything better. So now I'm going to grab the Wisdom of the Oracle, which is a oracle deck that I've been using quite a lot here on the channel. Let's see. Messages. Love messages, group number 3. Okay, we have 2 right here. We have new life and we have blessed. All right, I think that these 2 cards fit here so well, because I usually start with on this side, but I'm gonna start here with the blessed card because I was just talking about feeling blessed, feeling grateful, thinking about the good things that are happening to you. And I think that this card is just here to confirm that you really have to embrace that gratitude, that blessed feeling that can carry you on for months and years to come if you take note of that, and if you stay aware of the things that happen to you every day and that you really enjoyed. You just don't think of it. So I really think that this is confirmation of that gratitude journal that you maybe could start. And then you also have new life here. As I said, I think there is something new coming into your life. There's more romance, more passion, and this card is here to confirm that as well. It's here to confirm that your love life is about to change for the better, is about to be more romantic, more passionate, more giving, more generous, and that is just amazing. Group number 3, amazing. I don't even have much to say about these cards because both of them are just highlighting everything that we've said until now. There is definitely a new energy, and I felt that here with the Page of Cups and also the Chariot, which is a very strong energy. So there is really that new energy in your relationship, whatever it's a relationship that already has years or a new relationship. I really think that there is a very vibrant energy, very sweet, and I think that it is a great time for you to connect with others and share your passion, your excitement. This card is just a very, very beautiful card, and I'm gonna stop right there and grab another deck, the last one, which is a love deck, one that we've been using a lot here on the channel, Whispers of Love. I really like this deck because it has beautiful messages to end a reading. Very sweet messages, very important message sometimes. So let's see what else the universe has to say. Okay, we have one card right here. Let me try to get another one. Oh wow, this card, oh my god. I'm trying to focus on getting another card, but I'm just overwhelmed. I'm just excited to tell you what the first card says. Okay, so remember what your first card was? Romance. Now you have another card that says a romance, and you can't fake this. You can't, I don't know, it's one of those things that really makes me love what I do, and I love doing these readings because sometimes the energy, it's just so strong, and this is the case, and all today's readings were very strong. This group 3 is not an exception. Group 3 is not an exception, but what you are an exception on is romance and passion and love. So, and again, you have here highlighting the romance that is coming into your life and that you should express more. Because you have here as well, be willing to express love to receive love. So you have romance, which says lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. So this is the universe telling you that you should embrace this romance that is surrounding you, this energy that is surrounding you, and also not hiding what you feel. Express the love that you feel for your loved ones, from the person that you're with. I don't know, it's just, there's not much I can say here. the universe is just highlighting and underlining the fact that romance is coming into your life, and that you should be able to accept it and embrace it the best way that you can, and also be willing to express love to others, because it is a fantastic time to do that for you. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna stop the reading right here. This has been a very energetic and fun reading to do. Group number 3, I really hope that you enjoyed. Don't forget to like the video if that was the case, and if something resonated, if you felt very connected to the reading, don't forget to leave me a comment down below letting me know all about it, all about how you felt, and what resonated. Thank you so much for being with me today, and I really hope to see you on the next video. Bye.